What's going on, baseball fans? So we are 1 day away from the start of the Major League Baseball season, and in this video, I'm going to give my predictions for the playoffs and the World Series. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to it. Let's start in the American League with the wild card game where I have the Astros and the Indians going head-to-head. In a one-game playoff, I would imagine the Astros would send either Justin Verlander or Zach Greinke, while the Indians would counter with either Shane Bieber or Mike Clevinger. While I think the starting pitching matchups would be pretty even, I'm going to give the edge to the Astros considering that the offense is just absolutely stacked and they have a slightly better bullpen. So the Astros move on and will face the Yankees in the division round. Moving over to the National League wildcard game, I have the Diamondbacks going head-to-head with the Phillies. In this matchup, I would imagine the Diamondbacks would send out Madison Bumgarner while the Phillies would send out Aaron Nola or Zach Wheeler. As much as I love the Diamondbacks this year, as well as considering Madison Bumgarner being so good in his career in the postseason, I'm going to give the slight edge to the Phillies with guys like Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler who are entering their primes, as well as a very good lineup, a good defense, as well as a new manager with a ton of postseason experience in Joe Girardi. I'm going to give the slight edge to the Phillies, who will move on to face the Dodgers in the division round. Moving on to the division round where I have the Astros and the Yankees going head-to-head in an epic first-round matchup considering these two teams have met in the ALCS in 2 of the last 3 seasons. Both offenses are completely stacked, and while I believe the Astros have a slight edge in starting pitching, I'm going to give the edge to the Yankees because of the bullpen. The Yankees bullpen is absolutely nasty, and with the Astros losing one of their key setup men in Will Harris this past offseason, I see the Yankees moving on to the ALCS, getting revenge on the Astros. This series will be epic with the Yankees winning it in 5 games. Moving on to the other division round matchup in the American League where I have the Athletics and Twins facing off in another very exciting first round matchup. These two teams are very evenly matched. Both have good starting pitching, both have good bullpens. However, I'm going to give the edge to the Twins simply due to the fact that their offense is just so good, especially with Josh Donaldson joining the lineup alongside guys like Max Kepler and Nelson Cruz. Their starting pitching is also a bit more experienced than the A's, and in the end, I see the Twins finally overcoming their first round demons and making it to the ALCS for the first time since 2002. I see a hard-fought series with the Twins winning it in 5 games. On to the National League, where I have the Phillies going up against the best team in the National League, the LA Dodgers. While I think the Phillies will put up some runs, I think the Dodgers will just be too much, considering guys like Walker Buehler and Clayton Kershaw are simply just better than Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola, as well as having a stacked offense and a very good bullpen. I see the Dodgers sweeping the Phillies here. On to the other National League division round matchup, I have the Washington Nationals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. What a matchup considering the pitching involved. On one side, you have Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg, and Patrick Corbin going up against Sonny Gray, Luis Castillo, and Trevor Bauer. Overall, though, I think the Nationals starting pitching outweighs the Reds. Their offense is going to put up enough runs, and that bullpen should be able to do enough. In this series, I see the Nationals taking it in 4 games. On to the American League Championship Series, we have a very familiar matchup, the Yankees and the Twins. The Twins always seem to get knocked out by the Yankees in the playoffs, and this year, while I think the Twins will be able to win a game or 2, I don't see them getting by a Yankees team with Garrett Cole potentially pitching 2 or even 3 times in a series, Tanaka, who's been so good in the postseason, and a solid guy like James Paxton. While I do like the Twins' pitching depth, I just don't see it being talented enough to hold down that Yankees lineup. The Yankees will win this series in 5 games. On to the National League Championship Series, we have a rematch of the National League Division Series last year, the Dodgers and the Nationals. The Nationals have the edge in starting pitching, but the Dodgers have a stacked offense and a very good bullpen. However, in the end, I have the Nationals winning this series in 7 games. The starting pitching on the Nationals is just so good. With Hyun-Jin Ryu going to the Blue Jays and his replacement, David Price, opting out of this season, I think the Dodgers just don't have enough top-notch starting pitching. Sure, they have guys like Julio Urias, Dustin May, and Tony Gonsolin, but Urias hasn't pitched well in the postseason, and May and Gonsolin have little to no experience in the postseason. I think the Nationals offense will be able to do enough against Walker Buehler and and Clayton Kershaw, and the bullpen with Will Harris now will be able to hold it down. In the end, though, the starting pitching, which is well rested coming into this season, will carry them back to the World Series. In the World Series, we have an awesome matchup, the Yankees versus the Nationals. What a story. The Nationals looking to be the first team to win back-to-back World Series since 2000, and they're staring at the team that last did it, the New York Yankees. I see Garrett Cole pitching huge in Game 1 with the Yankees offense being able to get to Scherzer. In Game 2, Steven Strasburg will pitch masterfully to tie it up. However, in Game 3, with the Yankees facing Patrick Corbin and being so good against left-handed pitching, the Yankees will win this game and take a 2-1 series lead. In Game 4, I see a battle of the bullpens, and with the Yankees having a much better offense and bullpen, I see the Yankees taking a commanding 3-1 lead. In Game 5, Scherzer will pitch incredible against Garrett Cole to make the series 3-2. In Game 6, though, Strasburg pitches again in Yankee Stadium against Masahiro Tanaka, but this time, Tanaka does his part, and the Yankees do enough against Strasburg. The bullpen closes it out, giving the Yankees a 4-2 series win and their 28th World Series championship. So those are my playoff and World Series predictions. Tell me your thoughts down below. Tell me your predictions down below. But that's all I got for right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.